Hey guys, how's it going? It is Toby here, back for another video, and I apologize, it has been a while. I have been a busy guy, so this video is going to be a bit all over the place with what I've been doing for the past few weeks, but it has been about a month since the last video at the time of recording. No idea when this is coming out, but I did mean to have another video out before this. It just never came to fruition, so that'll be part of this video now. No excuse other than I've been really busy with work and other life stuff, but we're back today and we have a few things that are coming up in this video. So before we move on to these bad boys down here, we have hit a new deadlift PR. That is right, I mentioned in the last video that in 2 weeks time after that video we would be going for the big 270 kilo deadlift. Now that was about 2 weeks ago that I attempted that now, but I did mean to make it its own YouTube video, and I did the intro and the lifts and then just sort of forgot to finish it, if that makes sense. So I'm going to put it as the start of this video. So yeah, without further ado, let's just cut back to a couple weeks before and that half of the video pulling 270. Today guys, we go for yet another deadlift PB. In the last video, we got 262.5 kilos, nice and easily. Now it is 2 weeks later and we are going for the big 270 or 595 pounds. Sadly not 600 pounds, but yeah, I work in kilos, 270 is the milestone, and it's what we're gonna go for today. It's hot, it's been hot all week, and it's kind of killing me to be honest, but I've been hydrated and get as best sleep as I can considering the heat. And yeah, we're feeling good. I'm feeling pretty decent. About halfway through the warm-ups now. Everything's feeling explosive, everything's firing. So yeah, without further ado, let's just jump straight in with the last few heavy warm-ups. So there you have it, 270 smashed out the park. It felt comfortable but heavy. So yeah, now comes the build to 300 is the next big milestone. So very happy with how that pull went. Very happy, yeah, with just it in general. So back on the grind now. Today is actually a deadlift day for me, where I'm going for a heavy set of 5. I won't be showing you any of the deadlifts in this video. This is more of an update video of what's been going on the last few weeks. And before those deadlifts, I teased these bad boys. So I've got some Atlas stones now. We have got a 100 kilo Atlas stone and a 140 kilo Atlas stone to add to my 60 kilo one. So we got them in 40 kilo jumps. So the idea is the 60 kilo one will be for warm-ups, get nice and warm. The 100 kilo one is heavy enough for my top sets at the minute. I'm really focusing on that technique work, and the 140 is to build towards in the future. So I've already had a play on these yesterday and it went decently well. I will cut to a couple videos of me lifting the 100 kilo Atlas stone right now. See, my technique is not 100%. I sent them off to Coach Loz, and yeah, I was using my arms too much during the clean, which is not ideal. You should really use them as hooks to deadlift the stone up, but it is very difficult when you don't have tacky to get used to it, because obviously with tacky it just sort of sticks to it, whereas you really have to focus on trying to squeeze the stone when you don't have tacky. And today what I'm going to do is, after I've hit my deadlifts, I'm going to be trying to do some sort of technique work on the stones, try and get my positioning right, try and get just my technique a bit better. So I'll sort of talk through later on about what you sort of need to do with stones and how I sort of understand it. I'm by no means an expert on stones. As I said, this is the second time I'm ever really trying them to any sort of degree of weight. But I'm going to give it a good go. I'm going to try and get some lifting done with a bit better technique today. But that will be after all my deadlifts and stuff. So I'll catch you back in just a second with what we're going to do with the stones. So with the stones today, I'm going to be focusing on getting the lapping of the stone really well, because I'm great at the hyperextension to get it over a bar. That bit feels easy, that's amazing. It's getting it from the floor to my lap that I really need to work on. And yesterday, if you saw in those 3 stone lifts that I showed just before, I used my arms too much. I sort of half deadlifted, half curled the stone to my lap, and that's just because that's what felt sort of comfortable when I did it. And it's not what you're supposed to do. I wasn't really consciously doing it either. I know you're supposed to keep a straight arm to avoid bicep injuries and stuff, but it was so easy to slip into that difficulty of technique, and I can see why so many people injure their biceps on the stones, because it does feel that much more comfortable. But I've been given some technique to focus on, and what I'm going to sort of do is break down kind of what I'm trying to do. So I've noticed that when I get to the stones, I sort of get under it rather than around it, and that causes my arms to naturally want to curl. So if I'm around it, they want to stay straight, and I need to get a lot more surface area on the stone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the 60 kilo stone out, the light one, and just do a couple laps, maybe 3-4 reps in a row, trying to get that technique right. It's going to be difficult on a smaller stone, because obviously you can't get as much surface area, you can't get lower down to it because it's so small. But yeah, we're going to give it a go, and you guys will see now what that looks like. That felt a million times better than it did yesterday. It's crazy how much that little tweak of technique where we're really focusing on keeping those arms straight and deadlifting it up. It sounds so simple, but it's honestly a little tough to grasp. But now I've nailed that down. You just saw I was easily getting doubles lapped really nice and smoothly. To be honest, could have done triple, 4, 5. It's feeling really good now. So I'm very, very happy with how 100 kilos is feeling on the stones. And I hope that gave you a little insight on some stones technique, because I know it's tough to sort of gauge it the first time round, just sort of trying it. So maybe seeing me learn and evolve with it will help you guys out a bit. So as I said, I'm not going to do any of the second half of the movement. That was just to focus on my lapping technique. But yeah, all in all, really, really happy with that. So that is where I'm going to leave it today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Sorry it's been such a while, and sorry this video was a bit of a mix match of a couple different things. But at least I got a video out for you guys, so hopefully you enjoyed. We are super, super close to 500 subscribers. We've been gaining very slowly over the last month when I took a little bit of a break. But yeah, we're literally 2 off, maybe 1 off. So hopefully by the time this video goes out, we have hit that, and we're moving on to the next goal, which is 1,000 subs. Now the question is, what will I hit first? A 1,000 subscriber YouTube channel or a 300 kilo deadlift? Place your bets in the comments below, and if you want to help me reach one of those goals, then please do subscribe if you haven't already, and of course leave a like on this video if you enjoyed. Comment down below, and I will see you in the next video.